I've been getting a lot of questions from folks about what kind of RCs would I recommend within very specific price points. So I went out and did a bunch of research as to what vehicles I would recommend in certain buckets. In this video, we are talking about $100 to $150, somewhere in there. And this price point seems like one where I get a lot of questions for. So let's dig into with what I think are some of the best vehicles in this $100 to $150 range. I'm going to start this out with RC crawlers. These are the vehicles that are off-road. They go slow over rocks, up and around in the woods. Really, really fun to use. There's basically two vehicles that we need to talk about here. So you've got the Axial SCX 24 Deadbolt. Comes in at $125, so right in the middle of our price range. This is one of the most popular small crawlers that are out there, and it does have some other variations of this truck that are a little bit more expensive as well. SCX 24 platform has been very, very popular. However, my personal favorite in this little category and price point is the Traxxas TRX 4M. This is the Defender body. There's also one at the Bronco body. It's a little bit bigger at 18th scale versus 24th scale, which means it has just that little bit extra capability if you do choose to take these out into the real world outside instead of using them indoors. This Traxxas TRX 4 does come in at just a slightly higher price point. It kind of pushes the top end of our budget at that $149, but honestly, at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it, in my opinion, versus the SCX 24. But I always highly suggest that you do some comparison shopping of both of these, so I'll leave links to them down in the video description. A really fun one in this category is the Losi Mini T. It comes in also right there at that $149 price point. This is the cheapest way that you can get a vehicle and go racing. This is a two-wheel drive stadium truck, very popular from Losi. There's also a buggy version of it, but it goes just a little bit above our price range here for this category. And if you have an indoor, maybe carpet or whatever RC track near you, there's a good chance they are running one of these vehicles. So you could literally get this. A lot of times these things come with chargers and batteries. They're fully ready to run. You can get it out of the box and you can go take it to your local track and race it for $149. Now these are not necessarily super good, like around the house, do big jumps, kind of bashing vehicles. They might not be as super strong enough for that, but if you want to go racing, this might be the cheapest way that you can get into it. In this price point, a lot of what people are looking for are more of a basher vehicle. And for that, EazyRC at $149 has an 18th scale Colorado. So that's a small, it's brushless, it comes with the batteries, it comes everything ready to run. I've recently tested this one on my channel and had really good fun with it. So it is highly recommended, but there's a couple other choices right about that same price range that I would suggest that you check out. First is this Haiboxing vehicle. This is the 18859A. So this is also brushless, 18th scale, so very, very comparable to that EazyRC Colorado, but it comes in about $20 cheaper, about $129. Now, both of them can be a lot of fun. Honestly, I would recommend that you look at both and see which one you think you'd rather have, and I'll leave a link down in the video description. But hands down, my favorite in this category for a basher is going to be this Hosim 2845 at $149, so still right at the top of our price point. But now we're talking 16th scale, so we're definitely bigger than what we were just looking at. Brushless sill, and I'll be honest, I have tried to kill this thing before and it just wouldn't die. This thing is an absolute monster. I have recommended it and bought it and given it away so many times now, I can't even count it. Hosim 2845, this is probably my best of the best when it comes to bashers in this price point. One vehicle that's a little bit different, still you can have indoor fun with it, is more of this scale monster truck. I'll be honest, my kids love this truck. Rainy days outside and things like this. This is the FMS Smasher. It comes in at $145, and this thing is a blast. 2-speed, high and low gears. My kids just put some Hot Wheels cars out and stuff, and we just go smash them and have a blast. They absolutely love this little scale monster truck. Don't tend to use it a lot outside or anything along those lines. We just tend to have fun with this inside and have a blast doing so, playing monster trucks. We've talked about our crawlers, we've talked about our racing vehicles, we've talked about our bashers. The last thing to consider is anything on roads. This is more road-going vehicle, definitely paved, smooth surfaces only. UDI has these 16th scale all-wheel drive brushless vehicles for $130. Now they also have a brushed version, which is going to be just a little bit slower, and it's going to be under the $100 range, so I can leave a link to that one down in the video description below. But both of these really fun vehicles and at a really reasonable price point. This specific $100 to $150 price range is one that I get a bunch of questions about, so I hope this video has been helpful for you. But if you are curious about what something a little bit cheaper or what maybe something a little bit more expensive would get you, I have those videos popping up right over here to your right, so please go check them out and we'll see you there. Thank you and goodbye.